Welcome back to Cityline. February, I know, can you believe it's February already? February is many, many things to many people. And we'll talk about that over the month of February. But right now, February is American Heart Month. And we're talking about the American Heart Association. And with me right now, I have an individual who is as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. I am talking about Monique Shields. Hello there, my dear. You
Hi.
are the Washington ambassador for Go Red for Women. Welcome to Cityline, my dear.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for having me.
It is so great to have you. You know, February is not February for me if it's not a couple of things. One is Black History Month. The other one is American Heart Month, because I have heart disease in my family. I've lost people who were way too young to transition off this earth to strokes and heart disease. So it is near and dear to my heart, pardon the pun. So, but you have, Monique, you have a personal journey and a story to share with us. Can you tell us a little bit about why you do this work and why it's personal to you?
Right. Thank you so much, Amanda. Yes, in my 34th week of pregnancy, I went to a routine doctor's appointment. And of course, upon arriving, your blood pressure is taken, and the nurse was alarmed. My blood pressure was in the triple digits on the top and the bottom number. So she asked that I go to a local emergency room for monitoring. And that's what I thought. I'd just be in the emergency room. But to my surprise, I was admitted into the hospital. I was in a hospital in Federal Way, and they didn't handle high-risk pregnancies. So they sent me by ambulance to a hospital in Tacoma, St. Joseph's. Once I arrived there is when I was told that I had preeclampsia. Never heard of preeclampsia, didn't know what it meant. But I have learned that it was high blood pressure in pregnancy. So I was put on bed rest for 3 days. And then on the third day was induced and had my son premature 6 weeks early. I'm happy to say he was healthy, and that's almost been 22 years ago. But my blood pressure would not go down, and it has been, well, it's managed now, but I've had high blood pressure ever since.
Okay, so wow, what a story. And you said it so calmly. Except as one mom to another, when you said they induced me, there was a catch in your throat. And that's because we know that at 34 weeks, that's a very scary procedure to have, because our babies are not done at 34 weeks. I'm walking through your day as a pregnant woman going into the doctor's office, regular routine, can't wait to maybe see the baby on an ultrasound or to talk about how much weight I've gained, and you get that kind of news, you must have been blown out of the water.
Well, know what? I honestly didn't think it was serious. You know, I thought they were overreacting because I felt fine. And that's the scary part about high blood pressure, is that there's really no symptoms or signs of it. And so, you know, it's not been until many, many years later that my husband and I have reflected and came to an understanding of preeclampsia and how scary that was and how serious it was, the risk of me and my baby.
Yes, because for people who don't know, preeclampsia, I mean, it can end a pregnancy.
Yes.
Or it can cause long-term complications for both the mom and the child. And like you said, it's silent. There's no way for you to know you have it. It's not like one day you wake up and you can hear the blood in your ears and you go, I need to get in and get my blood pressure tested. It's not like that, is it?
Right, exactly.
How are you doing today? You mentioned that that was 20 years ago, but you know, 20 years ago, we didn't have the stresses we have right now in the pandemic, and all that affects blood pressure. So how are you taking care of yourself?
Well, I can say I did not walk out of the hospital proactive and said, oh my God, I'm going to just get over this high blood pressure. No, I was a new mom, a premature baby, young, still working full time. And so it's honestly taken me about 17 years to get my act together. And in the meantime, during that time, my dad died of a heart attack right before his 60th birthday. And my mom has been diagnosed with heart disease. So that was kind of a wake-up call for me. I felt like I had one foot in the stroke door. I wasn't consistently taking my medication, nor was I checking my blood pressure or eating right or exercising. So these days, what I started to do was start out slowly, just with incorporating walking into my daily routine. And, based on what happened with my mom and my dad, I knew that I needed to make some changes. So these days I do work out most days, most every day, either walking or going to the gym. I'm consistently taking my blood pressure medication and get it refilled, work alongside with my doctor to partner with my medication and blood pressure management. Also have started seeing a cardiologist due to the fact that my family history and having had preeclampsia. It does put me at more of an increased risk of heart disease.
Absolutely. Oh man, your story is incredible. So, I thought I would love how you found out about your blood pressure part of the story the most, but I really love how honest and transparent you are about it took you 17 years to take it seriously. And that is something we all can relate to, because last time I checked, Monique, but you are the expert, I am not. Heart disease is still the #1 reason why people die in this world, and it's preventable.
Exactly. Yes, heart disease is the #1 killer of women and then new moms. And, in my case, it can pose this threat to women's heart health in pregnancy and then into the future. So that's why I really felt it important to take my health seriously, because, having had preeclampsia and the family history puts me at more of an increased risk.
Absolutely. And I know how you show up in this community. Mm-hmm. You are a mover and a shaker. You are a woman who runs. So, trying to get you to slow down enough to look at that and incorporate that into your life, it's hard for me. I'm that same kind of person. I have major heart disease. My sister died of a stroke at the age of 43. So I am always looking for where high blood pressure is lurking in my life, that and diabetes, because my family is riddled with it. February 4th, right around the corner here, National Wear Red Day. You have your red on as a lovely example.
I do.
Why do you think it's important to go red with the American Heart Association? Is it one of those reminders we can't get enough of?
We constantly need those reminders. And February 4th is a signature day for Go Red for Women, to raise awareness of heart disease and stroke in women, the #1 killer. It claims more lives than all forms of cancer combined. So, on February 4th, we're asking everyone to wear red, even if it's just a little. I know my husband doesn't have any red. My sons don't have any red, but if I have to give them a wear red dress pin to wear, just wear a touch of red in your outfit. And that's to raise awareness of heart disease and stroke with women. It's our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our nieces, our friends. So just to raise awareness on that day. And then we ask that you share your photos to help raise awareness on social media. And you can do that with the hashtag Wear Red Day, and then Go Red WA.
I can just see that the red I'm going to wear, and I'm also going to put all my lipsticks that are red around me. So, because there's so many choices for red. There is a phrase called reclaim your rhythm. I love it. It sounds like it came out of like a Janet Jackson song or something like that. So tell us what that is all about and give us an example of how we reclaim.
Right. Reclaim your rhythm is a way to encourage everyone to take back control. We've all been so sedentary this last 2 years with the pandemic. So it's a refresh, getting energized to get back to taking care of ourselves. And that is incorporating exercise into our day, healthy eating habits, finding something that you enjoy, walking, dancing, walking your dog, whatever it is, and just really getting more active in our lifestyles.
Absolutely. As women, we naturally are multitaskers. We don't slow down. We are a lot of times fatigued and tired and overcommitted. So reclaiming my rhythm makes me think about dancing in the kitchen. In the morning with my coffee and dancing for 10 minutes to maybe Janet Jackson, in terms of how simple it can be to make changes. Yes. How does the American Heart Association come alongside that in terms of their website? Are there ways for us to know our numbers that we can learn about on your website?
Exactly, definitely. The website goredforwomen.org. It has so many resources. I go to the website and go down a rabbit hole with so much information on helping you to maybe quit smoking or learn hands-only CPR or preparing healthy meals or what it takes just to start to get active. It can only be, maybe it's only 10 minutes in your day and you do that 3 times in a day. That's 30 minutes. So I invite everyone to go to goredforwomen.org to their website to get more resources on what they can do for their heart health.
It's a beautiful invitation, and I'm going to take you up on it. Mm-hmm. Tell me before I say goodbye to you, my dear, what is one thing that we should know about heart disease or stroke that we are overlooking?
Well, one thing that's personally that I've learned to know, having had preeclampsia, is that Black women face greater risk of developing high blood pressure and having a stroke and complications in pregnancy and immediately following pregnancy. I encourage pregnant women to ask around in the family, has high blood pressure, is that an issue? Has anyone else had preeclampsia in the family? I didn't know that runs in the family. I had a cousin that had preeclampsia and had a stroke after pregnancy. So it definitely runs in the family, and just being our own advocates, taking your blood pressure. If you're in your last trimester, investing in a blood pressure cuff to take your blood pressure at home and sharing that with your doctor. We need to be our own advocate. And those are things that I didn't know. They didn't exist 22 years ago, but through the American Heart Association and Go Red for Women, and we're really trying to get the word out there to help other women.
I love that. Your story is just so universally relatable. And that's what makes it so powerful. From you walking into an appointment, not knowing that you were going to walk out in a very different mindset or be escorted out in an ambulance, to now knowing that after 17 years, you had had enough and it was time to really put the rubber to the road. You are so relatable, and I can't think of a better ambassador than you, because you're human. So Monique, thank you. Thank you so much for saying yes to being an ambassador, for bringing your story to us. and also reminding us that we can cure this. We don't have to die from this, but know your numbers and get out there and exercise and eat smart. Monique, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Amanda. It was my pleasure, and thank you for letting me share my story.
Oh, you kidding? My gift. Thank you. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.